Good morning, everybody. We're talking smart money here with Stephanie Bowles from SA3 Wealth, and something that's important to kind of categorize. What is good debt and what is bad debt? Because I think, Stephanie, we always find ourselves in debt of some kind, but there is good and there is bad. What do you categorize as, first of all, let's say good debt?
Good debt is an investment, something that's going to bring value into your life. So mortgages for an investment in a home, college, cars for transportation, things that are going to bring value would be considered a good debt.
So if you're investing something that's going to kind of give back,
right,
that is something that's good to invest in and it would be good for you.
Yeah, and there's still smart ways to do that, and better ways than others in terms of buying vehicles and homes and paying for college. There are certainly, even though it's a good investment in your future to have that debt, there's smart ways to get that debt too.
So even when it's considered good debt, there's still smarter ways to utilize your money towards that good debt. Again, we're talking housing with a 25% gross income, car, which you should say take around 4 years.
If it's going to take you more than 4 years, maybe you should start looking at a cheaper vehicle.
Okay.
Would be kind of a good rule of thumb. If your housing expenses are exceeding 25% of your income, maybe look at some options that are a little less expensive.
A little more in your budget.
Yep. And that can also help to decide maybe you should get a 15-year or a 30-year mortgage, depending on what percentage of your household income it's taking up. A 15-year mortgage will be a little bit more expensive. You would think it'd be twice the price because it's half the time, but because you're cutting out so much interest, it's actually not. So if you can afford a 15-year mortgage, that might save you some more than a 30-year mortgage, especially if you're risk adverse. You'd rather pay off your house faster versus invest the extra money. That's a good option for some.
And that's how you can be a little more smart with your money, even though it's a good debt to have because you're investing in something that's important for you. It's always amazing to me when you look at car loans, how it used to be like you had to pay it off in 4, maybe 6 years. Now it just keeps growing and growing. And
well, with technology, they're so much more expensive. It's you can buy trucks for what I bought for my first house. So
that's true. That's also true. Okay, so that's some good debt, and we'll talk more about how you can be smart with your money even when it comes to good debt. Let's talk bad debt here for a second. What is that categorized as?
Stuff that either decreases in value or doesn't necessarily bring any good to the finances, in the sense of if you bought it now versus bought it later, it's not going to bring any extra value. Consumer debt's probably the biggest one that I try to encourage people not to incur. Credit card debt, good rule of thumb. If they're used for emergencies, I mean, that's kind of the best rule to use them with. But if you're buying a purchase, if you couldn't afford it today, you're probably not going to be able to have any other extra resources 30 days from now. So what's going to be different when the bill comes in? So if you can't afford it today to pay cash, then you probably don't want to put it on a credit card. We get lured in with well, it's on sale, so I might as well get it. Well, you factor in interest and charges if you forget to make a payment or you make a late payment. You may have not saved any money. You may have actually cost yourself more money. Yeah,
it could almost double the price. Been there before. We also saw on that graphic payday loans, another one you have to kind of watch out for.
Yeah, payday loans are very expensive. They're very high interest rates, so avoid them at all cost. Most people, if they're paycheck to paycheck, there are some little things that they can be doing to try to prepare for an emergency, trying to get at least 1 month's of expenses in the bank can help so that you don't have to run for a payday loan in the event that you have an emergency come up, cars break down, kids have to go to the ER kind of thing. Because if you're already strapped, payday loans at a 20% interest rate are just going to make it that much more difficult.
Make it worse. Dig yourself deeper in that hole. Yep. Now, I'm interested to see on that list that we were showing you this morning, remodeling. Now, I would think remodeling would be building the interest, let's say, in your home, so that would be a good debt, but this is on the bad debt list.
It can. If you have to take out a home equity line to remodel the house, or you're putting more money into the house than you're ever going to get back out of it, then remodeling may not be a good debt to take on. If you can cash flow the remodels, that would be ideal in terms of not having to take out a loan, just have some money either set aside or taking money from a paycheck to do those things. A lot of us are prone to remodel and spend maybe $10,000 on a project, but it only increases the value of the house by $6,000.
Okay.
So being cautious too, if you're in a neighborhood that may not support a full remodel in terms of when you go to resell it, you want to be cautious you don't put too much money into a property.
Okay, there you go. Some smart advice this morning. But let's talk about, because you were saying things like big expenses that you would maybe use for a credit card, like say you need a computer or something like that, which is going to be something more than I would have in my pocket at this time. How can I be smart and invest in something that I do need, but I don't want to go into that bad debt? We can go to your website. We have here sa3wealth.com. What are some tools you guys have to show us whether it's loans or savings to get us using our money in a smart way?
So we have a lot of calculators on our resource center on our website, one of which is for loan payoffs, one of which is for savings goals. So when we do a fact finder with people, we ask them what are some upcoming things that we need to account for purchasing in the next 5 years, so that we can start setting some money aside for those when they come up, so that we're not having to take out a credit card debt to purchase them when the time comes.
Always kind of thinking ahead.
An option, yeah.
Okay, so let's start with maybe a loan payoff, which is a calculator that you do have on your website here that we've pulled up. How can this help you even when you're just at home and looking about how much you need to borrow and how long you need to start saving?
So this is a good example if you're trying to decide maybe should I get a 15-year mortgage or should I get a 30-year mortgage?
Okay.
You can kind of see what the difference is. So let's say, to keep our math simple, you were to buy a $100,000 house.
Doable, very doable here in the Des Moines Metro.
Yep. So, and then interest rates are pretty low right now. Let's say you're going to get a 4% interest rate on that property. We think that we're going to need, that would be a 30-year loan and income brackets, so that won't apply really for us for here.
And calculate, okay.
Yep. So you'd pay another $71,000 in interest over the period of the loan, which is 30 years, 360 months. That would put your monthly payment at $477. That's just the mortgage payment. That doesn't include principal or insurance and taxes. So then that would give you an idea of the payments. Now you may or may not, depending with some of the tax reform, people may still be taking tax deductions. Some people might be just taking the standard deductions. So we didn't factor that in for the tax deductibility. But for some people, that payment may even have some tax deductions as well. So if we look the payment here of being at $477, that would be on a 30-year note. If you were to say, well, what would it be if I went on a 15-year note?
Right, because you said there might be some, if you're able to pay it, it's going to save you some money.
So the payment is not quite double. It went from $477 to $740. But you can see we cut our interest in almost half. We went from $71,000 in interest payments to $33,000 in interest payments.
Okay.
So when you're looking at your income and you're looking at trying to keep your housing expenses within that 25% range, this would be a great calculator to try to start figuring out, should I go 15-year, should I go 30-year? You can even go in other extremes, 10-year or 20-year or those types of things.
Because a lot of times you think you're making more bang for your buck if you go longer. Not such the case. So check out loan payoff at sa3wealth.com. Okay, so let's talk savings as well. This is kind of a category I like to look at because there are things I want to get in my life. And yes, it's nice if you don't have to worry about going into debt. So you have the money ready to go. How is this going to help me out with your calculator?
So we'll use this quite a bit for a lot of times people need new cars every 5 or 6 years. So we know that's coming up. We know, a good time frame within which we can plan for basically needing a new vehicle. People know their spending patterns when it comes to vehicles. So let's say we need $25,000. Let's say we have zero set aside right now. So
we're going to go zero?
Yep.
Okay.
And let's say we need $25,000.
And that's kind of on the low end.
And that is, yeah. So let's you can even go 35 or whatever that number may be for someone. And let's say we've got, let's make that 5.
5?
Yeah.
I got about 5 years because this baby's going to break down soon.
Yeah. And then we expect maybe to get a 2% return on a money market or something like that. So it'll tell you over that period of time, you need to save about $4,800 a year or $400 a month. That's about what a car payment would be. So if you pay yourself your car payment, then you don't have to take the interest out from a bank loan. You've paid yourself, and then you don't have a debt when it's time to go pay for the car Or maybe you just have $25,000 put down on a car and you're doing a smaller loan if you're getting something more expensive than $25,000.
Okay.
So gives you some good ideas, or if you can range that anywhere in between. So if you're wanting to put a smaller down payment on a car, you can do the same calculator just with different numbers.
Okay, it goes back to being very smart with your money by placing your money in the right way, so you're trying to stay out of that debt. Yes, there is good debt, there is bad debt, but just getting out of debt altogether is a wise way to do it. And you guys have the solutions if people are needing answers.
Yes, we do. We do free financial reviews. One of the first appointments that we do with a client is budgeting and cash flowing and trying to find ways to get that money to work smarter. Most of us don't have a lot of extra money lying around, so it's really trying to make every penny work.
And it's just kind of teaching us how to save our money, which I know I'm always needing assistance with. So why not check out absolutely free right now? You can do from home, your device, sa3wealth.com. Check out their resources, go down to the calculator, and you can already be making a difference in your life. But if you want to extend that, you want to have that conversation, and they can truly lay that plan out for you, we encourage you to give them a call, 515-327-8475. And you can also set up an appointment online as well. Stephanie, always great to see you. Thank you for some great advice this morning and some solutions to make sure you are being smart with your money.